Let me show you a political disgrace. It is the worst scandal I have seen in months. I am so angry, and I'll tell you why. I think it'll make you angry too. A foreign man who wants to become a Canadian citizen didn't want to swear loyalty to our queen. This man's name is Dror Bar-Natan. He's an Israeli citizen. He's been living in Canada for years. He is paid by Canadian taxpayers enormous sums, not just to teach at the University of Toronto, but hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions, I have to add it all up, for research grants here. So he's lived here with all of our privileges, actually more privileges than most. He's a 1%er, courtesy of our country. He's a foreigner, and he wanted to become a citizen. But he refuses to take the oath of citizenship, which includes loyalty to the Queen. Well, then you can't be a citizen. If you don't take the oath of citizenship, you can't be a citizen. Here, listen to this creep.
I don't think in 2015 we should pretend to profess loyalty to royalty.
Okay, well, if you don't want to be a citizen in a constitutional monarchy, then don't be. Go to a republic. Go back to Israel. Hey, try some of Israel's neighbors. I hear they like really argumentative Jews in countries in that neighborhood. Look, if you don't want to be ruled by our queen, then go back to Israel. Go to any other country. By the way, pledging loyalty to the Queen of Canada is not a personal act of loyalty. It's not you don't have to pick up her dry cleaning or lend her $5 or mow her lawn. It's loyalty to the Queen in her legal and constitutional authority as our head of state and our entire system that flows from it. Have you ever seen a criminal court case? It's styled the Queen versus Jones, or sometimes it's abbreviated R.V. Jones. The R is Latin for Regina, which means queen. Now, the Queen herself isn't in court prosecuting the criminals, but she is the source of legal authority to do so. That's why it's called the Queen versus so-and-so. We pay royalties for mines, things we mine, not to the Queen herself, but she is the source of legal authority to tax mining companies. The Queen is on our currency. Bar-Natan sure doesn't mind collecting our money with the Queen on it. Again, the Queen is the legal source of authority for lawful tender. It's based on the Queen's good name that the money's worth anything. The first page of the Canadian passport that this guy is so greedy for starts with a letter in the Queen's name, asking the entire world to give all assistance to the holder of the passport, give him all privileges and courtesies, because the Queen is the one doing the asking. Our entire system of law and democracy is based on the Queen, not as a person. She's not a dictator like the monarchies around Israel, like Saudi Arabia or Qatar or some tin pot monarchy. Queen Elizabeth is the greatest queen in the world and one of the few who would take in a Jew from Israel as a citizen, but he won't swear allegiance to her or this constitutional monarchy. Fine. So then don't become a citizen. That is infuriating, but what he did next is grotesque. See, he wants his money, he wants his passport, he wants all the goodies, so he lied. He did say the oath, he did swear loyalty to the Queen, and then immediately said, just kidding, didn't mean it. So how is that not perjury? Take a look.
And bear true allegiance
to Her Majesty.
to Her Majesty,
Queen Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth II.
It is, but also to disavow the royalty part and only the royalty part of the citizenship oath.
What a scam. What a little liar. How could you ever trust this man again? How could you trust what he ever says, what he ever writes? When he takes an oath, that means a special promise that is binding on your conscience. We just saw him lying under oath, and he's proud of it. His very first act as a citizen is a lie. Now, it was bad enough earlier this fall when a Muslim woman from Pakistan wouldn't take off her face-obscuring veil called the niqab while taking the oath of citizenship. It was a disgrace, but at least she didn't lie. She really is a Sharia law-loving extremist, bringing in a medieval cultural holdover from Pakistan to Canada with the Federal Court of Appeals permission, but she didn't lie in her oath of citizenship. She just covered her face. But this guy, he told us he was going to lie, he lied, and then afterwards he confirmed he was lying. Are you mad? Well, I haven't even told you the scandalous part yet. Look at the citizenship court judge.
But also to disavow the royalty part and only the royalty part of the citizenship oath.
Albert Wong, just beaming from ear to ear, couldn't be happier to collaborate in this deception in his own court, a false oath. I say again, Zanera Ishaq, that Pakistani woman wearing the face mask, a disgrace, sure, but she didn't lie under oath. This guy just lied. And look at that jubilant judge. You know, this judge, Albert Wong, he's not a real judge. He's not a lawyer. He's a ceremonial judge in citizenship court. But at least he in his life has served Canada. He's from Malaysia originally, but he's served in Canada's armed forces for 35 years in public affairs, but still, he's served our country. But look at his glee in diminishing and devaluing the citizenship of the country that he himself has served. Look at that oath just one more time.
and bear true allegiance
To Her Majesty.
to Her Majesty,
Queen Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth II.
I'm sorry, how is that not perjury? How can someone go on camera, say he's going to lie on his citizenship oath, lie, say he lied, and be given a beaming congratulations by the citizenship judge? Strip this ungrateful interloper of his citizenship. Charge him with perjury. Deport him back to Israel or whatever country he likes better than Canada. And tell that ceremonial judge that citizenship is supposed to be valued, not stolen or lied for. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.